Today we're going to have a top 10. We are going to have a Would You Rather Anxiety Edition. We are going to have a segment brought to you by Stink Bomb Odor Blocker that's called What's the Stinkiest Thing I've Smelled This Week? And we're going to have a game called Am I Allergic to It? It'll be fun. I'm just getting back from vacation with my family. We've been gone for about 5 days at Table Rock Lake. It was a blast, and it's hard. I got to go back to work in the morning. The whole time, when you got like 2 or 3 weeks left until vacation starts, it's just like something to look forward to. You almost don't want the vacation to start because once it starts, the clock is ticking until it's time to go back to work. And then you're just counting that down. And man, that's sad that we think like that, isn't it? Well, at least I think like that. I don't know about you guys, but anyway, that's sad. Anyway, I got to go back to work. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Here are the top 10 reasons in no particular order that I want to put my 2 weeks notice in mid-shift. Number one, we got bed sheets. I used to work at this hospital where the bed sheets literally did not fit, and you had to have one person on the top, one person on the bottom, or one person on one corner, one person on the other is like wrestling it, and like it literally did not fit. The bed would like buckle and like turn into like a hot dog bun shape, and then you would get it in there, and the bed never went flat until somebody laid on it. And you had to have two people to do it. You have to have two people to put a bed sheet on, and you come out and you'd be sweaty, so you have to find somebody to help you. I hate bed sheets. Number two is when you have split halls. So you're getting your report, and it's like, okay, here's this patient, here's this patient, here's this patient, and then you're coming up, and it's like, there's not enough doors, and then you got to go around the hall, you got to go around the corner, and maybe around the corner that's a bathroom, or maybe around the corner you got a bathroom, and you got a supply closet, and you got a bunch of stuff, and then the room's way over there. So really you got like 4 or 5 rooms over here, and then your other room is like 10 minutes away. All right, what's next? Wrong password. Okay. So even though you're the one typing your wrong password in, if it's like one of those escalating things, it's like you got so many things going on, you're exhausted, you got a million things to do, and then you type your own password in wrong, and then for some reason you're just like, I can't think of my password. Am I doing it? Something happens. But then there's also whenever Epic wants you to change your password right now while you're in the middle of doing stuff. And then you can't use the same password that you've used anytime recently, like 30 days or 90 days or something like that. And if you got like the same thing I do, I got like 4 or 5 different passwords that are basically the same, but I just like change a couple things around, which is, I don't know if that's safe or whatever. All right. Next is whenever a patient's family asks you to find a chair bed. I don't know if it's the same way everywhere, but when we had to look for a chair bed, that was like all we were doing for like, I don't know. I had to have people helping me. I'm calling friends. I'm calling favors upstairs. Like, hey, you remember when I did this? Hey, I need a chair bed, and you go up to different floors, and they got them. They're hiding them. Because anytime you would go work on that floor, be like, hey, we got chair beds over here. They do the same thing with all kinds of supplies. People hiding supplies all over the place. Next thing, and this is kind of personal to me, but if they were out of a drink that I wanted in the cafeteria, if for me, when I'm a Monster man, I like drinking Monster energy drinks. There's a couple more I like, C4s, all that, but where I worked, they didn't carry those anyway. So they either had, they had Rock Stars. That's what it was. If they were out of my Rock Star, and I like zero sugar. If they were out of zero sugar Rock Star, and I hadn't brought my own drink, or if they were out of Diet Mountain Dew. Man, that's all I'm asking for. Keep those in stock for me. Let's see what else. Okay, next on the list is when management comes in out of nowhere and they want you to like do something like a role play or like a little class and we got to listen to something. I don't know, like something that just interrupts the day completely, or you have to like interact with other people and like pretend and act. I couldn't stand that. I just want to be like, I call it quits. I don't want to do this. I would rather look for a whole new job than to sit here and do this mock whatever with you guys watching me. Next one is being floated. So, yeah, you get to work and it's like your third or fourth night. And you've had the same people and they're like, hey, we're sending you somewhere else tonight. It's like, no, no, you're not. Like continuity. What's that word? Continuity. Um, Anyway, man, I would come up with every excuse. I've offered to pay people. I actually did pay somebody to float for me one time. They were like, I had a great night. I'm like, all right. So that's one. Let's see. I remember when back to the management coming in when you do stuff, they'd want to follow you around and do bedside handoff, check the whiteboards. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy I work home health. We have to be followed too, but it's so much different. Okay, the next one is another one that would be your fault, and that's picking up an extra shift. Even though you did that to yourself, you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, is this it? Am I looking for another job? Because I don't want to go in. I don't want to do this. Why did I do this? Another reason I love home health. Okay, and the last and final and probably the most important one is shaving my beard. Yeah. I had to shave my beard for COVID. I have to shave my beard for the N95 fit test, which doesn't make any sense. Because first off, it doesn't fit my face anyway. You know, even when I do shave, I remember that I shaved for COVID and I put the N95 on and I'm like, oh my goodness, I smell everything. Like even though I'm completely clean shaven and I looked like an idiot, I have to have a beard. Whenever I shave my beard, I look like Brooks and or Dunn. Here, checks out. See? Ooh, it's thundering outside. I have to shave my beard before August 1st to have another fit test done. I'm trying to wiggle my way out of that. All right, well, that's top 10 list. Now it's time for a segment called What's the Stinkiest Thing That I Smelled This Week? Brought to you by Stink Balm Odor Blocker. Nurses, say goodbye to unwanted odors. Stink Balm Odor Blocker is a nurse-created solution to combat unpleasant smells during your shift. Stink Balm is designed to uphold patient dignity while ensuring your comfort. Why choose Stink Balm? It's nurse-inspired and nurse-owned. It's discreet. You simply apply under your nose and it blocks out foul odors effortlessly. It comes in a variety of scents from calming lavender to refreshing evergreen. You choose the scent that suits you best. Or you can choose two, because hey, you got two nose holes, don't you? Check out their nurse gift sets. It's perfect for nursing week or for a new grad or just for one of your colleagues. Use code JOSH20 at checkout and receive 20% off your order. Experience the difference with Stink Balm, because every nurse deserves a breath of fresh air. Go to stinkbalmodorblocker.com and don't forget Josh20 for that 20% off. Now, here's this week's segment of What was the stinkiest thing I smelled this week? And don't forget to comment the stinkiest thing that you all smelled this week. This week, the stinkiest thing that I smelled was the bathroom at the go-kart track. And I'll tell you what's weird about that is because they had an arcade attached to it, and that arcade was the best smelling place. I mean, you could smell it from outside, and I mentioned it like 10 times. It smelled like a candle factory. It was like French vanilla something something, but anyway, it smelled amazing. And then took my boys to the bathroom and I was like, okay, well, kind of evens things out there. Then I asked my wife, hey, did the women's bathroom stink at that go-kart place? And she's like, oh my goodness. She said, I think somebody was sick. And that, yeah. Anyway, thanks, Stink Bomb. Okay, our next segment is called Am I Allergic to It? We're going to ask ChatGPT to give us 10 random foods, and then I'm going to tell you if I'm allergic to it or not, because I'm allergic to everything. It's crazy. Okay, here's 10 random foods. Lentil soup. No, I can eat that. Pineapple fried rice. Yes, I am allergic to pineapple. Slightly, but still. Daikon radish. I am probably allergic to radish. Grapefruit. Yes, I'm a little bit allergic to grapefruit. So when I say I'm a little bit allergic, it means it makes my throat itchy and my tongue and just, sometimes it makes my wrists get a little red and itchy. I have a rash on me right now and we don't know where it came from. Cauliflower wings. Not allergic, but I'm not eating that. Acai bowl. No, I don't think I'm allergic to that. Topped with fruit and granola. Depends on the fruit. Fiddlehead ferns. Curly veggies that look wild and taste earthy. I'm just going to say I'm allergic to that. Sweet potatoes. No. Sweet potato toast. Yeah, I can eat that. Mango yogurt. No, I can eat mango. Love mango. And heirloom tomatoes. Slightly allergic. Let's do some more. 10 more. Kimchi as a spicy fermented cabbage from Korea. No, I can eat it. It's kind of good. Plantains. Nope. Allergic. Basically a banana. Pierogi. Polish dumplings stuffed with potato, cheese, or meat. No, that sounds pretty good right now. Tzatziki. Greek yogurt, cucumber, and Greek yogurt and cucumber dip. No. I am allergic to cucumber a little bit, but I eat tzatziki sauce. I love tzatziki because it comes on a gyro, which is one of my favorite foods. Spam musubi, Hawaiian snack with rice and grilled spam. No, I'd eat that. I love spam. It's a bad name. It's good. Rambutan, hairy-looking tropical fruit with juicy flesh. I don't know what that is, but I'm allergic to it. Beef Wellington. Nope, that's good stuff. Mofongo, mashed fried plantains with garlic and pork cracklings. Allergic. Poutine, Canadian dish of fries, cheese curds, and gravy. No, that sounds good. And then last is okonomiyaki, Japanese savory pancake with toppings like cabbage, pork, and mayo. No, I can eat that. It's weird. There were no fish on any of this list. I'm allergic to seafood stuff. I can eat shrimp, but all kinds of fish. And then like you get like, sometimes you'll get imitation crab, which is made with like cod or something. And it used to be a thing. Every time that we would go on vacation, I would get cross-contaminated. I'd eat like a pork taco or something, and I would get the fish thing. I'm really allergic to fish. Like it really makes my throat itch. I'll like, my arms will get so itchy. I'll scratch and make myself bleed. It's crazy. All right. Well, this has been Am I Allergic to It? Now we're going to go to one more game, and it is called Would You Rather Anxiety Edition. Would you rather have your boss watch you perform your daily tasks for an hour and the temperature of the room is 84 degrees? It's going to be pretty sweaty in there. Or you wake up to your phone and your phone was on silent and you have 20 missed calls and 20 missed texts from your boss. That happens all the time anyway, honestly. I definitely do not. I actually love my boss right now. But man, It doesn't matter if it's 84 degrees, I'm going to be sweating anyway. So I'm going to look like an idiot. I have sweated in front of my boss. I was in a patient's house and they were older and they had the heat on. And literally one of the hardest parts of my job is putting on the gloves that come in the pick change kit. I now bring my own 7.5 or 8 size sterile gloves. So yeah, I'll wake up to those missed calls and missed texts. I'm sure it's nothing, right? Probably freaked me out for a second, but that's much better than dripping all over some poor lady. Well, thank you so much for being here and listening to this and watching this. Please hit subscribe, like, comment, and hope to one day have a like a partner, like a co-host or something. So if you guys know anybody, I'm hiring. Thank you all. God bless you. Have a great shift.